Good morning, ladies. It's that time of month again. Time for our favorites and fails. I didn't do a lot of shopping this month, but I did go back and pull out some things that I'd used in the past that I am re-falling in love with again. You know, I have so many different foundations, different all kinds of makeup products that I keep rotating things. And I found a couple that I just hadn't used in a little bit, and I have fallen back in love with them. So I wanted to show you those. I do have one fail for this month, and it was a big fail, and I'll show you that one first. But first, my name is Bonnie, and this is Ageless Beauty, where together we're bringing our inner beauty out through skincare, makeup, and style. Thank you so much for joining me today. I do hope that while you are here, if you haven't already subscribed, you will consider subscribing to my channel and joining our family. Thank you so much. Let's get started. My first product, I decided I was going to try out some new sunscreens this year because I want to do a sunscreen roundup. So I ordered a couple of different ones, and one of the ones that I ordered was this. This is by Eucerin, and Eucerin is a good moisturizing lotion company. They have good skincare. So I thought this would be good because I have their lotion that I put on that is very hydrating, and I thought, okay, this will be good. And it says it moisturizes and helps protect skin against daily UVA and UVB. It's fragrance-free, dermatology-tested skincare. I thought this might be great. It did say it was light. It wasn't really rich. This is not a tinted sunscreen. The problem with this, and I put it on, and it's thicker. I mean, it doesn't feel super, super thick. It is non-tinted. And when I put it on my hand, it seems like it's okay. And I guess it would be okay for a body sunscreen. And it does absorb in. It leaves a little bit of a white cast. I wasn't worried about that because I knew I would be putting makeup over the top of it. The problem was, no matter what skincare I put on, once I put this on and then I tried to put my foundation on, it pilled really bad. It did not mesh well with other moisturizers. It did not mesh well with other foundations. I did not try it with a powder foundation. I guess I should say that, because if I probably tried it with that, it may work with that. I don't wear powder foundations that often, so to me, it's just not going to work. And I thought it would be something that's great. Now, if I wasn't going to wear foundation, it might be fine. But again, it did leave a white cast. It does eventually go down. But once it dries down, it actually feels sort of tacky, sticky. And I think that was the problem. It doesn't absorb into your skin and leave it like just smooth, but not, you can just feel, it feels like sticky and gummy, sort of. Did not like the way. And maybe if you have oily skin, it would react differently. But for my dry skin, this just, for some reason, didn't mesh well with my skin. And I know Eucerin is a good brand because I use their lotion. And their lotion doesn't dry down where it leaves it feeling sort of, I mean, it's moving my skin. When I move my fingers on here, I should just be able to glide across, and I don't. So maybe it's because my skin is so dry. So it was a fail to me. Now, it may work good on people who have normal to oily skin, but if you have more mature dry skin, I just don't think it's a good sunscreen for you. Let's move on to some skincare items first. This is something that I found probably about a month and a half, maybe 2 months ago. This is from Dermalect. This is their Self-Esteem Beauty Sleep Serum. And I do really like this. I alternate on nights between a retinol and something that has acids in it. This has glycolic, salicylic, and L-ascorbic acid, which is your vitamin C. So this has got 3 types of acids in it. It's a nice thin, just serum. You can see that. Goes on really, really nice. And then I put my moisturizers on top of it. I like the way that this feels. I used it a couple of times, and in the morning I woke up and my skin actually, you could feel the difference in it. It just felt like it had, when I washed everything off, it just felt like it had helped dissolve some of the dead skin. My skin felt smoother. and tighter, and I do really like that. So I would definitely recommend this. You can get it on their website. I think Amazon might have it. I'm not sure. I'll double check on that. And I actually was lucky enough 2 months ago, right after I bought this, I was adding on to my BoxyCharm box, and they had it on BoxyCharm for a lot less. So I stocked up on it because I like it that much. I hear another little visitor in here again. Loki, hi, honey. Hi, baby. He's waiting for me to take him for his walk, so he's going to have to be a little bit patient. The other skincare item that I just recently got, and I only got this about 2 weeks ago, but I do really love this, and this is by Dermatology. This is their brightening eye mask. I've been wanting to try this for a while, but it was out of stock, so I was so glad when it came back in. I love the fact, a little container, it comes with a little spatula. So when you take your cover off, and you have all your little eye gels in here, it gives you a spatula so you can lift it up nice and easily and you're not touching it. These are so super hydrating. I cannot tell you, I put them on one night before I went to bed, and I let them sit on for like 10 minutes, like they said. I took it off, and then I pressed everything in, and then I put my normal skincare on. And I tell you, it was just amazing how nice and hydrated my eyes were. It says it is formulated with the powerful targeted ingredients. These masks help brighten and reduce the appearance of dark circles and fine lines while minimizing puffiness. And it says you can store it in the refrigerator, which I haven't tried that yet, for maximum results. So I think maybe when I get done today, I will stick this in the refrigerator and see what it feels like, because I'm going to try them again tonight. I don't do them every night. It says there are 60 masks, which is 30 pairs. So you get like 30 treatments out of this. So I don't use it every night. I use it like every couple of nights, probably like 3 nights a week. I've been using this, so I do really like this. So ladies, if you have dry under eyes and dark circles and puffiness, this is great. If I had more time in the morning, I probably would do this in the morning. On the weekends, I do it in the morning, so then my eyes look a little bit better. But during the week, my morning time is so rushed, I don't really get a lot of time to do that. So I don't necessarily do that in the morning. So those were my 2 skincare items. Now we're going to move on to makeup, and I do have 2 hair products this month too. First thing I want to say about makeup, and this is not a makeup product, but these are makeup brushes. And I was telling you when I did my Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, one of the things that I ordered were these brushes that were the Ariel X Morphe brushes that I wanted to get. And I actually tried to get the whole set, the eyes and the face. Went on right away, and the whole set was sold out. So all I could get was the face brush, and it took a long time for them to get. So when I actually did my Ulta 21 Days of Beauty video, didn't have these, and I was so excited when I did get them. These brushes feel so good. This little one here is perfect for putting, when I put powder and I set underneath my eyes. This is the perfect size, and they're nice and soft. I used this one the other day for a powder foundation. I still love my original Bare Minerals foundation, so I use this for that. This one is great for using for bronzers and blushes. This is good for powders. This one's good for highlighters. There are multiple uses for all of these, and they are really nice brushes. They feel so soft. So they're not super densely packed, so they are so good for blending things in. And I do love them. I would highly recommend them, even at the full price. I know they were half off when they had the sale when I got these, but even at full price, they're a good price for the brushes because they are very good brushes. Okay, moving on. I found this a couple of months ago, and I love this as soon as it came out because I love Dermatology. They're one of my favorite skincare brands. So I was excited when they came out with a primer. And this is called #1 Primer, Blur and Prep, Skincare Meets Makeup, Pore Blurring Face Primer. And I will tell you, that's what I have on today. And it, to me, does a really nice job on blurring large pores. As you get older, and even if you're younger, you have larger pores, but as you get older and you lose the collagen and you lose the plumpness and the firmness in your skin, your pores get enlarged. So to get a pore blurring primer, to me, is great. And this one, because it has skincare in it as well, it says prep skin by creating a smooth, lasting base for makeup, protect skin from environmental stresses while instantly blurring the appearance of pores. And it's got a lot of good skincare in here. It's got sunflower extracts, it's got rice bran in it, it's got it does have silica in it, but it's got so many, it's got dimethicone in it, so it's got that more slippery feel to it, which I like in a primer, and it works very well on my dry skin. So I do love this. It is a little bit more expensive, so I do not use this every day. This small is 1 ounce. This primer is 1 ounce, and I believe it was like $36. But ladies, Dermatology has sales on all the time. 20, 30, every once in a while they'll have a 40% off one. That's when you grab this, and I love this, and I will continue to use it. There's a couple of primers that I love that I alternate between, and this is now in my rotation. Okay, moving on to foundations. This is a foundation that I talked about, oh gosh, probably 6 months ago, that I got, that I said is great for mature skin, and I still believe that. This is the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Foundation. This feels lovely. This is the foundation that I have on today on my face. I try to use a lot of the products that I'm talking about today because I do use them on a regular basis. This is a performance wear liquid foundation, and it does also have a broad spectrum SPF 20 in it. I like this because it's got a physical sunscreen in it. It's titanium dioxide, which I do like physical sunscreens. They seem to work well. I use both, but physical does work well with my skincare and everything. This feels so nice and lightweight. I love it's got a nice glass bottle. It has a good pump, and we'll see, this may not work exactly really well because I'm putting it on the hand with the bad sunscreen, but it normally, it blends in beautiful. It leaves a natural finish. It's not super dewy, it's not matte. It looks to me like it has a natural finish, and I like that. That's what I want. I don't like a matte finish on my skin because it's so dry. I like something that's a little bit dewy. I don't want it shiny, but I do want it to have a little bit of a dewy look to it, so a natural look to it. And I love the way this feels. Not right there in that hand right now because I still have that sunscreen on, which feels tacky. So, but I would highly recommend this. It's got what I call a medium coverage to it, but this I think is good for any skin type. Dry, normal, oily, I think this works very, very well. And as I said, it's a medium coverage and you can build it up to full coverage. So, love that. Then, when I'm all done, I have been on a hunt for a good setting spray. If you are older and have dry skin, you do not want to put a setting spray on your face that has alcohol in it. And ladies, look at the ingredients. I would say most of the setting sprays out there have alcohol in them, and it's pretty high up at the top. So I can't use those. I have tried so many that I thought, oh, this sounds like a really good one, and it'll say hydrating on it. And I made the mistake of just buying it without looking at the ingredients. I'll put it on it, and then during the day, I'm like, oh my gosh, my face looks so skinned. My makeup looks so dry and like flaky. And I'll get home and I'll look and I'm like, oh my gosh, the third ingredient's alcohol, or the second ingredient's alcohol. Alcohol is going to dry your skin out. And if you've got oily skin, that's fine. Alcohol wouldn't be bad for you because it might help control your oils. But I have been on the hunt to try to find a setting spray that does not have alcohol in it. And ladies, this is it, the MAC Prep and Prime. I love this. You can spray this on before your foundation or after. I use it after as my setting spray, and that's what I use today. So I have my Dermatology primer on, all my makeup on, and then I spray this afterwards. And I love this. It feels hydrating going on, and I love the fact that it does. It says it's a skin refresher finishing mist, a soothing moisture mist that refreshes the skin and finishes makeup So this is whole bottle 12 inches away and spray evenly before or after makeup. So it does hydrate your skin, and it is hydrating because it doesn't have any alcohol in it. They have, I think, 3 different types, but this is just the original, and I do like this a lot, and it does help my makeup to stay on all day. So I'm going to definitely be packing this when my daughter has her wedding, and I will be wearing this to help set my makeup because my daughter's getting married at the end of August, and it's an outdoor wedding. So I'm going to need something that's going to keep the makeup on all day. This is a mascara that was viral. Oh gosh, what was it? 3-4 months ago, maybe? And I tried it and I absolutely fell in love with it. I have been a fan of tubing mascaras since they came out. The very first one that came out, I believe, was Blink. And I still get that once in a while. It's expensive, but I do still get it. It was my first tubing mascara that I ever got. And that was, oh gosh, 10 years ago, I think it was. They were like the first to innovate that. And I thought it was just amazing because, as I've said before, I will not wear waterproof makeup on my eyes. As far as mascara, I will not. It is very, very drying to your eyelashes, and it will damage them. And I didn't spend money on lash serums to dry and wreck my eyelashes. So I like tubing mascaras because they do not flake, they do not smear. And that's what I have on today. They are definitely more of a lengthening mascara, not volumizing, but that's fine. And in the summertime, that works perfect for me because I usually do a lighter makeup look. So this is the Milani. This is called Highly Rated Lash Extensions Tubing Mascara. And this is great mascara. I love the brush on this. Let's see if I can put it over this way. You can see it a little bit better. It's nice, small plastic teeth on it, so you can get nice and tight. I did not do my lower lashes, but I guess I can real quick for you because this brush is it's small and it's got the stiff plastic wand, which I actually do like better than the big fluffy brushes, because those to me have a tendency to clump. But this is going to go on. It's not real thick. I like the way it looks, and I do not have to worry about this flaking on me. This, I will say, is a little bit wetter. When you first get this is wetter than the Calorie mascara. Calorie starts out just not wet. This, when I first got it, it was pretty wet. And it took a little bit of a learning curve to make sure that I tipped my head back so my lashes wouldn't hit like up here because I have hooded eyes and everything. And I actually have a fan and I would dry it really quick and everything. But since I've had it, and this is like my second tube, since I've had this, I always know that just give it like a week or so and then it's the perfect consistency, and it's not too wet, not too dry. So I love that. This is something that I found when I was shopping at, I think it was Marshall's. Yeah, it was Marshall's, yeah. About 2 weeks ago. I love Dr. Pawpaw, his products for your lips. I've got the daytime one that goes on that's like a lip balm, and then I have the nighttime one, which I really like. I will put like my Josie Marin, she's got like an argan oil balm. I will put that on, and then I put the Dr. Pawpaw on top because it's more of like a, not Vaseline, but like a petroleum, like Aquaphor and stuff. So it's going to put a protecting coating over the top of my lips because my lips are so dry. I've said this before, I have terrible allergies and sinuses, and you can hear it today because it's cloudy and might rain and everything else. So my allergies are pretty bad, but my lips get really dried out because I breathe through my mouth a lot. So I need something that's super hydrating. I found this little container and I thought, what in the world is that? This is called Dr. Pawpaw Scrub and Nourish Lip Sugar Scrub and their original balm. So when you open it up on the top, which just went flying, on the top, this is a sugar scrub. it's got a nice little scrub. Let's see. I'll stick it here. See if you can see. You may not be able to see the granules in it, but it's very hydrating. You can see the little scrubbies, the sugar, and you can hear it. It's got a nice little sugar scrub. Now, this whole top part almost is all sugar scrub. When you open up the bottom of this has got the balm in it. So every night, do your little sugar scrub and then put your balm on top. Or even if you're doing that in the morning. A lot of times I will do it in the morning so that my lipstick looks a little bit better. I will scrub my lips really good and then I will put the balm on while I'm getting my makeup on. And then by the time I'm done with my makeup and I eat my breakfast and brush my teeth and everything, I can go back and I can put my lipstick on because my lips are hydrated because of doing this. Love that. Love, love, love that. Okay, now I have 2 quick hair products. I love Redken products and I use the Redken All Soft pretty much on a daily basis. Well, not on a daily basis. I alternate. I shouldn't say that. I do alternate 3 Redken products that I really like. The All Soft, and then there's a clarifying one that I use once a week to make sure I get everything out, all the hair products that I use on my hair because I do use a lot of hair products. And then one of my favorite ones is this. This is the Redken Volume Injection. This is a for fine, flat, or processed hair, which I have processed hair. My hair on the top is not processed, and I don't know if I can see this in my monitor, but I don't know if you can. My hair is going gray. It just sort of started going gray, and I have this little gray section right here that decided just to go gray, which is fine. I don't mind that. I get the back of my hair, bottom part dyed darker. I'm letting this part go natural, so it's just gray blended in with my dark ash blonde, and that's fine. You know, eventually I may say, I don't want it all gray, and I may have my stylist do something with it. But because I do that, my hair is, the texture of it is thinner, but it's not like I have real thin, limp hair, but I want my thin texture to get more volume in it. And this helps, it like absorbs in and it helps give volume. It says, used by professionals to create root lift and body. It says it's got suitable for color treated hair, which is good because mine is color treated, but it's got a lot of good ingredients in it that are going to help moisturize and add volume into your hair. So I use that along with the volume injection conditioner. And this is the same thing. It's regimen for fine, flat, or processed hair. It's lightweight volumizing. So this is going to give you volume, but it's not going to weigh your hair down. It's not like, okay, I'm going to put a ton of volume in here, but it's going to be so thick and moisturized and then it's just going to flatten your hair down, because it's not. My hair's not, this is it. And I love the way this feels. It feels so creamy going on, and it feels so hydrating going on, and I love that. Redken has really good products. And ladies, what I do, this big bottle right here, I will get this at Ulta. They have their hair sale on a couple times a year, where this bottle normally would be like $50. They have it for $25. They have it half off. That is the time to stock up. I go and buy a big bottle of this, a big bottle of my All Soft, and my clarifying one, because that way I've got them and I alternate between them. They're going to last me a long time. So I love that. The last product I got, and this is something that was recommended by Shirley from Shirley's Box of Chocolate. She had recommended a really good hairspray, and it was the Aussie hairspray, which I loved. And I actually still have 2 left because I bought it. I bought one at the store, and then I ordered a 3-pack off of Amazon before they got bought out and they changed the formula. I would not recommend that hairspray to anyone. The first ingredient in that hairspray is water. I don't know how you can say that water is going to hold your hair, but I don't think it's going to, and it doesn't. it left my hair feeling gummy, and I just didn't like it. And that was her favorite hairspray, and she had recommended it, and I tried it, and I loved it. After I got my hair cut, prior to getting my hair cut, I didn't wear hairspray hardly at all. But she has been doing different hairspray rounds up, trying to find some different hairsprays. So I thought I would try one of her recommendations. There's a couple other ones that she recommended that are at Walmart, I think. And I don't shop at Walmart that often, but I may run over there and get them because they're cheaper. But she had recommended the Chi Helmet Head. And she said this works really good. This is an extra firm hairspray. And if you look at the level, it's a level 5, which is the best that you can get. It's made in the USA, so I like that. I'm all about supporting American-made companies if you possibly can. This works. This works about just as good as my Aussie hairspray used to. I love this. And when I want to pick this up, it's not cheap. It's expensive. I think it normally, if you were going to buy it like in stores or regular stores or whatever, it's $20, but you can see this. I went to TJ Maxx. It's normally $18. I got it for $9.99. So that's not that bad for a higher end brand hairspray. So I love this. And I did get the small travel size because I'm going on vacation in July. So I want to make sure that I can take it, and I don't, this weighs a lot. Plus it takes up more room. I found at TJ Maxx, I found the little travel size one too, which is probably about 6-7 inches long versus one that's like over a foot long. So I was glad to find that. I'm going to try the other ones as well. I'm always on the hunt to try to find good hair products that do what they're supposed to, hold your hair or do whatever, but don't damage your hair. And I don't want to put something that's going to damage my hair a lot on it. I do know, hairspray has alcohol in it. There's nothing I can do about that, and I have dry hair. But if you want it to hold your hair, but that's why I use things like this and things like the Redken All Soft, because I know that it will hydrate my hair, and I put masks on my hair to try to hydrate them again. So those are my few products for this month. I'm glad I only had one fail. I'm sure in the next couple of months I'm going to be trying some more things. I've got a couple of things on order, so we'll see. I am ordering several more sunscreens, so because I want to do a sunscreen roundup. I will let you know how that turns out, and I will let you know which ones I recommend and which ones I think are not so good, or which ones I think would work good on dry skin and which ones don't work good on dry skin and work good on normal to oily skin, because there are several out there that some are made for oily skin, some are made for dry skin, but they're good. They're good brands. They just may not work on your skin type. So that's something to always keep in mind. Ladies, when I am giving recommendations, I'm 63 years old and I have dry skin. Dry is putting it mild. My daughter laughed one day when I was telling her how much I put on my skin at night to keep it hydrated. And that was during the winter. Now it's changing a little bit during the summer. I don't have to put quite as much as the weather's warming up and our heat isn't on as much in our home. I'm putting less on. But just as a reference, I'm 63. I have mature skin that has wrinkles, little bit larger pores, and it's severely dry. Keep that in mind, and I will always tell you when I'm talking about a product, if I think it's good for oily and normal skin too. I try to, be very conscious of that when I'm recommending products. I don't always pick things that these will only work on dry skin. I try to think about everyone's skin type because we're out here to help each other. So I'm up for any recommendations you have, and I will continue to give some of mine. I think I'm going to do a video coming up on a little spa day. Like, what are some things that I use when I want to pamper myself? And I think that's going to be something that's coming up soon. With that, I think I'm going to end the video for today. Go out, have yourself a wonderful, blessed day. I'll see you again in the next one. And remember, before you leave, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and tell your friends about this channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you and all of your support.